Before I get started, I'm going to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto my apostles and others, a great millstone. Peace and safety to all the sincere Akyam that's out here pushing this word in truth and in all sincerity. Shalom. All right, and back at it again. Another Monday. A lot has, as it has been for a while now, been going on, and that's going to continue to be the norm. As scriptures speak about birth pains, likening the bad times coming to Babylon the Great as you're gonna go around. Maybe I should. It's like I'm in traffic. But as the scriptures say, it's like birth pains. And if you've ever experienced, as a woman, of course, giving birth, and as a man, witnessing your woman give birth, the process, the main factor that's being paid attention to the most is the increase of how close are the duration of these contractions. How close are they? Are they seconds away, minutes away, and so on and so forth. And that's how we're measuring Babylon the Great's time. The contractions of prophecy are whipping. Like a seismic. I forget the proper term for it, but the chart of which they use to measure earthquakes. And that's what the prophets are doing. We're measuring the prophecies coming to pass and the increasing of the intensity of those prophecies. Okay, that's how we know what time we're in. If you look at people are bugging out. People are losing their minds. People are not mentally okay out here, man. Okay? Let's be clear, like, for us in this walk, the Lord has put us in financial straits probably since the beginning of our walk. That's one of the first feelings of being in this walk that you kind of feel is financial straits. But in the process of you feeling these financial straits, you adjust to it. You get used to it. Your body, your nervous system, your all of these things will begin to adjust to these things because it's a norm, unfortunately. But it's a fortunate evil that we all have to go through in the process of what? Becoming used to it. The world is not used to this. You got a lot of people out here right now experiencing financial straits, just one element of straits. See, the scriptures say, broad is the way that leadeth unto destruction, but the straight path leads unto the kingdom of heaven. And that straight is not STRAIGHT, I believe. Straight, like a straight path. As in, it's straight. Straight is the way, the straight path, the hard path. And that's where a lot of people are experiencing. They're just experiencing this place get harder. And they're already tapping out. They're giving up. They're collapsing under the pressure. They're waving, they're waving the white flag. I think it's in the Marines or in the Navy SEALs, one of those. I'm not too familiar, but I think you see it in movies. When they quit, they ring that bell. A lot of people are ringing that bell. A lot of people are ringing that bell. They're ringing their own bell to the point of, that's why, again, I know I do these lessons a lot, but it's just because I live in a very mentally sick area. You know, everybody always talk about Atlanta, but I go as far as say all these major cities are mentally sick areas. So you gotta proceed with high caution. You gotta proceed with high caution, because niggas is crazy. People are crazy. Sometimes I get to scrolling and be thinking like, damn, what the hell would I do? Like, you see these videos online of these Karens, so-called, you know, these white women imposing themselves on other people. Asking, I always used to be in my head like, damn, what the hell would I do if I was like, how would I handle it how would I handle the after, like, just in the generalization of just that situation. But see, here's the kicker. I see Karens and Kens, the white male equivalent, in the same light. I see them as they're mental cases. These people are mentally fucked up. These people are dealing with high levels of anxiety, high levels of stress. You understand? All these things have an effect on you. You're not immune to any of this stuff. None of us are. You're only able to deal with it better if the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is with you. If he's with you, you'll be able to deal with these things better. Financial straits, family straits, health straits, whatever the straits that the Lord decides for you to have to endure, you'll endure if you're part of the elect, because the Lord created you to endure. These people are not created to endure. Understand how endurance is extreme. You know, you think about a durable vehicle. That's not the norm. The norm is not durability. You pay for durability. Durability goes through a lot of tests. These people are cracking. So that's one way that we understand. And because of just that alone, the financial straits, it's leading into other prophecies coming to pass right before our eyes. The music, the angel is turning up the volume on that. Like, okay, now we're going to introduce, like in a chorus or a choir or an orchestra, the conductor's like, all right, now, you know, I need my wind section. All right, now y'all come in nice and soft. That's what prophecy is. That's what the Lord is doing with these prophecies. Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, for it is for the appointed time. Though it tarry, wait, for it shall surely speak. It's speaking. That's the volume being turned up. So you got people not realizing that you're a part of prophecy, whether you like it or not, whether it benefits you or not. That's how powerful the word of the Lord is. When you other camps translate when the Lord says that his word is above his name, that's because it's prophecy. Everybody is subjugated to the will of prophecy, which is the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We're all subjugated to it. Even Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai didn't want to go on that cross, but he was subjugated to prophecy. And that's what we're witnessing. Same thing with you women. A lot of you women are becoming subjugated to prophecy. Fuck it. You don't want to be subjugated to your man. Well, then you're about to become subjugated to prophecy. And more than likely, in most cases, for the majority of you, not good prophecy. Not even good prophecy. A lot of you are going to find yourselves on the bad side of prophecy. How do you women, man? Isaiah 4:1 is being pushed because women are crying out because they are in financial straits. Look at the number of people. 4:1. 4:1. This subject matter is a subject matter that is it's deeper than just fucking finding love. This subject matter is actually a thing of measuring where we are. These women are bugging out. Thus saith the scriptures. You weren't set up to deal with this level of stress and anguish. And you're drowning in it. Just like most people. Most people are drowning in this stress. The rat race. The hamster wheel, getting up every day in and day out. Fuck a 5-day work week. We're in motion every day at this point. I am. I don't know about y'all. If you're not, lucky you. To a certain extent, I guess. But at this point, I'm in motion every day. Not even motion like, oh, today was so-called a bullshit day, and I did what, no, I'm talking about like, it's like a work day is every day. And that's how it is for most people. Most people, every day is a work day, Sunday through Saturday. Humans were not created. That's why the Lord put in his law, thou shalt keep the Sabbath holy. Because he created the human body and understood that the human body is not meant to work 7/12s. You know how demonic that is? When you really think about it, that's demonic as hell. Motherfuckers out here working 7/12s. The body was not created to do that level of work. But you know what? My mind frame towards it right now is that we're in that final hour. We're in home stretch. If you've never worked on a house or a project, all my brothers that have done residential construction, rehabs, any type of projects like that, you understand, like, man, the hardest you're gonna work is on the back end. That last week, sometimes you be on that job site 18 hours. Like, fuck, man, we got here at 9 in the morning and it's 4 in the morning. What the fuck? Because it's the last leg. You working your way out of there. So it's the same thing with us in the spirit. We're in the last leg of this part. We're in the punch out list part of this. Come on, man. If you've never been in there, you're missing out, man. It's an experience. You be in the house with some men working, and it's that last leg, y'all. You don't want to come back to the fucking job site. You like, man, fuck it, man. I'm not trying to come back here. So you do 3-4 extra hours on the back end because you don't want to drive back the next day or two days later. You don't want to do that shit. That's gas. That's profitability. So you take your ass, you stay there. It's 3-4 in the morning. Y'all still got music going, working. Might have took a pit stop to go grab something to eat and some coffee or Gatorades or something. You know what I mean? Just to keep you in motion. That's where we at. We gonna be tired. But the Lord created us to be able to deal with it. That's not the case with these people. People aren't created to go on less sleep. Keep going. They don't have the willpower. These people weren't given that. Go online. That's why at this point, the character of being a scoffer, it really doesn't even exist anymore. Y'all are giving us more information and more things to talk about than we could talk about. Y'all are doing it. Lord said he would pour out his spirit upon all flesh. Y'all are the flesh. Complaining. I was watching a video the other day. I was like, it was a black woman, a so-called black woman. She wasn't, I don't think she was a Hebrew in the senses of, doing this, but she's a Hebrew Israelite, but nevertheless, I don't think that she knows that, but she's a so-called black woman, and nevertheless was on TikTok, I believe, and she was like, man, you women should be this, and she's young. She's younger than me. She's probably in her early 30s, mid 30s. You know what I mean? It's like, man, you women, you should be ashamed of yourselves. Only thing that y'all are good at is, the only thing that y'all don't suck at is fucking. That's the only thing y'all good at is fucking. Y'all ain't good at nothing else. This is a woman. See, the spirit is on everybody to curse out all evil and wickedness. That's a prophecy. It wasn't like this 10 years ago. It was not like this 10 years ago. 10 years ago, y'all Drake Summer 16. Summer 2016 is y'all's golden year. Fast forward 10 years later. I be cutting off the internet because I'm like, man, I'm tired of hearing. It used to be, I mean, in the spirit, I'm in the senses of, like, man, you people are too fucking happy, man. You say you can't make Jake happy, but hey, what, it used to be, man, you niggas is too happy on the internet. Now, it's like, man, you niggas is too sad. I'll be putting the phone down. I'll be like, man, tired of hearing this shit. In the senses of, like, it's just constant complaint. It's beautiful, but it's also, like I said, man, I'm in my delusional phase. Life is great. Prophecies are coming to pass. The Lord is destroying, making our enemies to sit in the dust. This motherfucker got an attempted assassin. You know what I'm trying to say? Of the president occurred, right? Hey, well, really, whatever. Fuck it, man. An attempted assassination was attempted on the president, and nobody fucking cares. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares if it really happened, and nobody cares if it was staged. That's how deep in the trenches we are at this point. Saw a post the other day speaking on that, which Micah the 5th chapter tells us that the Lord said he would cut off all witchcraft out of the city and your soothsayers. This type of shit is deception, and it was used to create emotions and to manipulate the people. But the Lord is cutting that witchcraft off. That shit don't work no more. People don't give a fuck. People don't fucking care. It's beyond people don't care. People don't fucking care. See, people can say, I don't care, and still be paying attention. No, people don't care. That was just the other day. And I remember when I saw it, I didn't even fucking care. Like, brothers were posting it, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I get to that when I get to it. Then I got to it, and then I got away from it. And then I was sitting there with my rib. I want to say, what is it, Tuesday? Whenever either this was yesterday or the day before. I asked my rib, I was like, hey, did you see such and such happen? She's like, no. I like, damn, I was surprised. I would have thought you would have saw, you know, there was a lot of speech around how his wife was reacting. So she was like, nah, I didn't see nothing. And I was like, damn, okay. And that was pretty much the end of it. And like, nobody fucking cares about this shit no more, man. The people are overloaded. Yeah, 111-333. The people are overloaded with information. They literally can't handle anymore. You know how crazy that is? That's where we are. It's like, oh no, they're going to release more information involving the UFOs. We have great, you know, information dealing with the UFOs. Information like this would have shut down life 20 years ago. 20 years ago, any of this information coming out from who it's been being released from would have shut down life 20 years ago. Today, everybody's question is, oh, so are we paying our rent or are we not? That's what it's really come down to. Really, and this goes into everyone should take up a taunting parable against the king of Babylon, against, what is that? Is that Isaiah? I want to say that's Isaiah 14, or is that Obadiah? One together. But that taunting parable. Here it is. This devil used to do this shit and would shut down news cycles for months. You understand? This type of level of stuff would have shut down CNN and Fox News in the late 90s and the early 2000s for half a year. See, a lot of y'all are young, and I get that, you know, and I be forgetting that I'm getting older as well. But like, man, let me tell you, man, when Biggie died, Biggie and Tupac's deaths were like Kobe Bryant's death, because Kobe Bryant's death was like the first time we ever experienced a superstar basketball player die like that. But when you go back to Biggie and Tupac were like the first ones. Do you understand when Biggie died, that whole year post his death? That's all that hip hop, media, pop culture, everything talked about. Every award show was a dedication to Biggie. Diddy was dancing all over the goddamn stage. We'll always love, like, that was all over the place. This shit nowadays, man, that's taunting. That's the ultimate example of taunting somebody. Nigga be talking that shit. I'm like, man, I'll fuck you niggas up, man. I'll beat your ass. I'll beat your ass in here. I'll beat plasma out your ass, cuz. And then the nigga that you doing all this to looking at you like, oh man, whatever, man. Pardon my back type energy. Turning their back on them. That's what we're really doing right now. We're like that okay meme. Like, okay, this is not working in their favor. See, even Esau is in straits. Scriptures speak about that he shall be in straits. and shall have to stand up. I think that's in the book of Job. For terror shall surround him. Let me get off this fucking highway, man. Esau ain't able to come down. That's like, hey man. Like Kareem Abdul, hey, I mean, I'm not trying to, no disrespect to him. I don't even want to use him like that. But in the senses of, like, take a great from the 70s and the 80s. Like that did a specific thing. Like a specific move, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's hook shot. And then inserting that into the, you know, the mid 2000s. Or this game. You know what I mean? It probably wouldn't translate the same. That doesn't make it any less great. It's just it's not as efficient. And that could be argued, but that's just, I'm just using that as an argumentative point in this lesson, in the senses of the plays that this devil was running in the 20, 30, 40, 100 years ago. Man, that shit ain't working no more. You're dealing with people that don't give a fuck. You're dealing with people that don't care anymore. To hell with red or blue pill. To hell with red or blue pill. Most of these people are black pilled. Go look that up if you don't know what that is. Most of these people are black pilled. Black pill is basically, see, red pill is when you see the truth of the world and you gotta accept it, and then you have this like, oh, 144, all praise Yahweh Shemi Yahweh. You have this mind frame that you could fix it. You know what I mean? That's the red pill. Blue pill is when you like ignore it, right? You continue to stay in the matrix. Well, black pill is another pill, which most people are on. Most people out here, whether you know it or not, whether they know it or not, are black pilled. Meaning that they've reached a point of not giving a fuck. They are at the point of, they're at that mental space where nothing matters to them. Nothing matters. That's what nihilist is. A nihilist or a nihilist, however you pronounce it. When basically you live with the mind frame that nothing matters. See, that's not us. Nothing in this carnal world matters outside of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Let's get that straight. But they're on the deep spectrum of nothing fucking matters. See, when Esau was doing all this shit, people were blue pilled. I'm just using these terms to make a point. I'm about to close up here in a few minutes anyway. Most of the world was blue pilled when Esau had his foot on everybody's neck. Everybody was simple. Specifically older generations, right? Specifically. America was way more blue pilled going back, you know, 30, 40, 50 years ago. Yep. Yes, he did. Thank you for that. This is all part of a programming. This is literally all programming, and a lot of people are falling for it. That's why I'm saying there's a lot to care for. So don't get it twisted. But a lot of people are losing the ability to find those things. Destroying the family structure. That used to be something that men basically had, that would give you something to live for, as well as something to die for. We're really living in a dark time where a lot of people have nothing to live for, and also really nothing to die for, ironically, and therefore that's pushing them to want to kill themselves. I know that sounds crazy, because we're not immune to these things. You're not above the program of humans. Humans were programmed to be a certain way. So you can continue to live this existence that, oh nah man, I don't need this or I don't need that, and that's barbaric. Okay, well, these barbaric people were living better quality lives than people are today. Why is that? Because they had actual hope and belief and prosperity. This is like, do you understand? Like, I always I'm downtown Atlanta and I'm looking at all the homeless people, the trash in the streets. Do you understand how much programming and money went into making it like this? This is not the natural. You know how hard it is to keep people poor on a world slash earth that was created to basically provide for everybody? This is what everybody is mentally waking up to. And because they're waking up to that, they're realizing that there's no way out of it. See, that's why in Revelation, the 18th chapter, the Lord told his people, starting mainly the elect, he told the electors of his people to come out of her, my people. Come up out of her. The only way to escape this system is to come up. You got to go up. You literally have to be abducted out of this place, translated out of this place. There's no other way. That's just the truth. That's why they're desensitizing you to UFOs and don't look up and that energy, because in reality, that's the only way out of this. As outrageous as that may sound to you, there's no other way out of this. If you're in Georgia, take it from me, who a year and a half ago almost, I was in the middle of nowhere in Washington State. And you know what? The bullshit of Babylon is out there. I don't get, like, that's the point. You can't run from the shackles of oppression of Babylon. And at this point, let me be clear about this message. This message is specifically to Israelites, right? No matter what you look like, if the spirit of Israel dwells in you, you're an Israelite. So this is not a color thing. But let me be clear, beyond all of that, you other nations, you so-called white people, you immigrants, you're all experiencing the straits of Babylon. This place is cannibalizing us. It's eating itself from within. I don't give a fuck if you go to the Pacific Northwest. I don't give a damn if you up there in Maine, Vermont. I don't give a damn if you go to New Mexico, Arizona. I don't give a damn if it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't give a damn if you leave Babylon and go, where are you going to go at this point? Where are you going to go? Where in the world is it a safe space? You're good. No problems. None of this bullshit of the world doesn't affect you. Where are you going? Because even to get there, you're going to have to use this devil's transportation. So you're going to have to present your license plate, your license, passport, whatever, just to go get what you consider freedom. Okay? So I'm about to close up here in a second. You know, again, this is the reality of where we are. These lessons now are becoming more of mentally dealing with the reality of the world and the people of it, because these people are the struggle, man. These people are struggling, and they are the struggle. Their joy is taken. Their happiness is taken. Their peace is taken. Things worth living for have been taken away. More men are disconnecting from the system. More women are disconnected from the system. More children. I didn't become so disconnected from the education system until I was damn near out of it. My children are already over it. I'm like, God damn. You got damn near another decade for you, and you haven't even really started. They don't care. What is there to really care about? What is so important that you should care about in Babylon the Great right now? Sports is cooked. Nobody gives a flying fuck about sports. Viewership is down. Basketball viewership is down. Nobody cares. Now, will people continue to watch? Yes. Those are the sheeple. The NPCs. But for the most part, people don't care about this stuff. Sports, video games, you name it. People are disconnecting. They don't care. Okay? Hey, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and close this up. I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto my apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and safety to all the sincere Akyam that's out here pushing this word in truth and in all sincerity. Shalom to you all.